Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule at the defense rests.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me today. And jazz hands it is. Good morning. Happy Tango Tuesday, because that was the only T word that I didn't rhyme with Boone. I couldn't for the life of me think of one. And I can't believe that we're actually here. Thank you, Teresia. Welcome, welcome. You are a legend. Happy Teresia Tuesday. There you go. It's another T word for you. Now, I'm hoping you can all hear me. Had a couple of audio issues yesterday. My idiot fault. Accidentally pressed the mute button on my earphones and nobody could hear me for about 10 minutes. They just saw me looking around going, ooh. Yep. So you get that when you're a newbie. I just won't rewatch that video ever again. It's in the Boondocks. So welcome, welcome. Oh, Sarah, I can't believe that I looked on the feed and there is, I shit you not, an upcoming day one Sarah Boone trial. Sitting there, just waiting. So it looks like they have managed to seat their jury and they are starting day one today with opening statements. So they've allowed 3 weeks for this trial. Not really sure why. I've got a feeling that we're going to hear an enormous amount of BS. Good morning, Christine. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you are feeling great and you're all recovered. And that, have you spoken to Ty? How is he after the hurricane? I hope he's I hope they didn't get too blown away down there. Good morning, my angel. Good morning. Good morning and welcome in. I just can't believe that we are actually on day one. I just thought it would never get here, especially you get right to the edge, right to the precipice, and a hurricane hits. I mean, yeah. So I hope you had a fantastic Monday yesterday after little audio dramas, and that Tuesday is off to a fantastic start for you. Hope the weather is nice. It's been beautiful down here. It's probably, this is my favourite time of year because it's starting to get lighter and lighter in the evenings, and I like daylight savings, which will start, I think, next weekend. So if you thought I had issues converting the time before, I'm going to have to do up a spreadsheet, I think, to get me through with that. All right, now the actual court feed doesn't start until 12. Well, it says 12 my time, so that would be 10 a.m. your time. First freezing morning. Yeah, no, I prefer this side of the first day of spring is my favourite day because it's all uphill from there. I am a sun bunny, I must say. I think that goes hand in hand with arthritis. All right, so what I thought we would do just to, we've got 20 minutes before the court if they start on time. I was going to just quickly go through the plea deal, that Sarah refused. And Then there is another, just a quick little snippet on the jury selection process and how that went, and then hopefully that will take us into day one. All right, shall we have a look? Let's do it, shall we? All right. Oh, now let me. Oh, set up. I'm getting a little bit creative with my with my overlays. I'm making them personalised to each one. How's that? See, look, and I'm even wearing green. I know. OCD. Big time. All right, so I've got that. I've got that. And need to add that to stage. Yep, that's good. Got it boosted. All right, I think we're good.
This time, because of a hurricane, the mayor of Orlando has declared a state of emergency. The judge addressed the court this morning.
That was a bit
Due to
loud,
the
sorry.
potential storm and the ramifications of it, the court is going to postpone jury selection in this matter till Monday, October 14th at 9 a.m.
Jurors were sent home and told to return on Monday. Another big development in this case, Sarah Boone has rejected a plea offer from the state. Let's listen to the judge discuss this with her.
15 years to a lesser included charge of manslaughter.
Ma'am, understanding the state's offer, do you wish to accept or reject the state's offer to resolve this case?
Reject. And you heard Sarah Boone there rejecting that plea offer in which she would serve 15 years behind bars, pleading guilty to manslaughter. But now the trial will proceed on.
So it's not actually 15 years that she was going to serve. So they offered her 15 years and a reduced charge. Hello, good morning. She loves rats. She loves rats. She loves rats. I love cats. So goes hand in hand, really. Welcome. Greetings from Germany. Wow. Hello from Australia. We too can't wait for the opening statements. I'm so glad that she didn't take that deal. It was, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I was just explaining that the state has offered her the 15 years, but it doesn't actually equate to that once you work it out. So they generally have I think they offered her 65% of that, which worked out, I think it was like just under 10 years minus time served. So she would have actually have only served just under 6 years, and she would have still been, maybe early 40s, still young enough to live in her, live a full life outside for just under 6 years, and she rejected it. And so, as the judge explained, the minimum sentence that he can impose now is the 22 and a half years to life. So that's what she's looking at now, if she's found guilty, of course. Now, her actual defence strategy. Good morning, Regina. Good morning. No, it's done. Jury selection is done, and they are starting their opening statements this morning. So that's booked for 20 minutes. Middays the stream starts. So yes, I just thought we'd quickly go over the plea deal and the jury selection bit, and then we'll lead into the trial. So I never thought this day would come. Never, never, never. But yeah, I'm a bit confused by her defense strategy. Initially, I think she was going for self-defense, but if you change it to battered wife syndrome, then you can't really claim that it was self-defense and an accident. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. I bet she'll address the state as soon as she hears her sentence and demand that plea deal. Oh, look, I might actually put a poll up on this, but I think that she is that arrogant that she will demand to take the stand anyway. She will shoot herself in the foot, and that'll be the end of it. But I do think given that they've allowed 3 weeks for this trial. Now, I didn't think it was that much of an, pardon the pun, open and shut case. But I've got a feeling that she is going to call every Tom, Dick and Harry in who has ever come into contact with her and heard, I don't know whether they call him George or Jose. I've heard it a couple of times. So how about we call him Jose or Jorge? Absolutely expect the unexpected with Sarah. But yeah, I might put a poll up and see if anyone else thinks that she will eventually take the stand in her own defence. So keep a lookout for that one. All right, I'll continue with this as she goes. Otherwise, we're going to run short of time.
On Monday, barring any other unforeseen circumstances. Julie, that's the latest from here in Orlando. Back to you.
All right, our thanks to Kelly Craft for that update. Now, let's dig in some more because we got some other news on Monday, not just the delay of the trial, but a motion filed by the prosecution. They are still trying to stop Sarah Boone from entering in that battered spouse syndrome defense as part of an overall self-defense, affirmative defense case. Let's bring in our guest now, the Director of Prosecution Projects at Florida International University and former homicide prosecutor Melba Pearson, and Court TV digital producer, and we like to say our resident expert on the Sarah Boone case, Lauren Silver. Good morning to you, ladies. All right, Lauren, would you start us off? You saw this motion hit the docket on Monday. You dug through it, the sum and substance of it. Would you kind of walk us through what the state is saying, please?
So the large part of it is that the state is requesting that the judge to review the use of battered spouse, and also perhaps because the judge has already said that battered spouse can come in as a defense, say, well, at least Sarah will have to take this stand to set some foundation before introducing any kind of evidence, any kind of past bad acts. What's really interesting about this motion is it was written after the state deposed the expert for Sarah Boone. These are the forensic psychologists who are going to testify to battered spouse. And so we're learning a lot more about what she said happened that night, allegedly to the doctors, I would assume, including that she allegedly admitted to beating the suitcase with a baseball bat once George was inside of it, which is not something we knew before.
Right, Lauren, right. Let's talk more about some of these details. So I understand that he was able to poke his fingers out of a little opening in the zipper, and she is said to have hit his hand with a wooden bat in the house.
Yes. So apparently he chose to get in the suitcase. Again, this was a game of hide and seek. The prosecutors did suggest that perhaps Sarah misunderstood the rules of hide and seek, but he got into the suitcase. She helped zip him in. He had these fingers that were able to stick out. And at some point he began to complain that he couldn't breathe. And this enraged her because prosecutors say it reminded her of when she felt she couldn't breathe because of his behaviors. And so she flipped the suitcase over, and then she hit his hands in the suitcase with a baseball bat.
Wow. Wow. Lauren, this is brand new information in that motion. How about it? It's been since 2020, we've been talking about this case. The other thing in that motion we learned is the victim was only 103 pounds. I always wondered, how could he get inside the suitcase? That's the question I probably get the most from people, because you think, how could a man fit in a suitcase? I have no idea, didn't see him get in. He was very small, 103 pounds. Okay, so prosecutors are arguing that as a matter of law, what Sarah Boone told the doctors who evaluated her doesn't entitle her to get this evidence in, evidence of the prior violence, evidence that she was afraid of him, all of that. Melba Pearson, let's talk about this legally. The judge gets presented with this. Now he's got some more time to consider it, as you know, because of Hurricane Milton. Tell me, how do you think the court should assess this motion?
Yeah, so good morning, Julie and Lauren. And this is a very tough situation because you don't want to have, the judge doesn't want to make a decision that's going to end up being appealable once, let's say, a conviction is attained in this case. If he makes the wrong decision and excludes that evidence, then that could be grounds for an overturning of the conviction at the appellate level if there's a conviction. However, there has to be something to substantiate these claims. She can't just say battered spouse syndrome, and there is no documentation, there's no witnesses, there's no other, hospital records, something to document that she had been abused in the past. And usually when it comes to battered spouse syndrome, it's a matter of you got triggered by something the person did. It does not necessarily have to be the person beat me in this instant and I responded in kind, and that was and then I'm using the defense of battered spouse syndrome. That's one scenario, but that's not the only scenario. It could be a word track. So let's say, despite the victim being 103 pounds, giving the defendant the benefit of the doubt, which I'm not saying I believe her story, but giving her the benefit of the doubt, it is possible for a smaller man to be abusive to a larger person just because of the dynamics of domestic violence, right? So the size alone isn't necessarily going to be the issue. But again, the way that she went about it, this was luring him as part of a game into a suitcase and then not letting him out, filming it, torturing him, beating him. None of that is consistent with how most people react under the context of the battered spouse syndrome. So the extra steps she took looked more like torture than I was in fear for my life, therefore I reacted in this manner, as well as the statement.
Hello. I look away for 1 second and who pops in? Mr. Kelly. Good morning. Good morning. Did you have a lovely birthday? A nice chilled one? Right. So she used him as, yes, apparently I heard on the weekend something about it, the suitcase being pushed down the stairs. Yeah. But yes, she apparently took a baseball bat to he could fit 2 fingers outside the zip, you can't see, inside the zipper. And apparently she hit them with a baseball bat or something. You did, but you really didn't miss a great deal, Kelly, because I completely effed it up at the start and no one could hear me for 10 minutes. So I started another one, and in my rush to start another stream, I added it a day later so no one could find me. So, yeah. Actually, I've got something really, really funny you might like. I made... hang on, just one moment. One moment. We have a word from our sponsors. You ready? Hello and welcome to our suitcase mega sale. We have lots of different various colours available for you to choose from. We even have a replica vintage selection. You can choose inner lining as an optional extra. Some might be stained and they are perfect for travelling. We also have both new and used models in stock. No returns on the used. They all come in a variety of different shapes and sizes to suit your needs. And you can choose between a hard or a fabric outer surface. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get a free roll of crime scene tape, but no extra. But only while stocks last. I don't know where that came from. Just you know my sense of humour. That's it's right there. Welcome in, everybody. We're just going to catch up on. I know. I can't help it. And if you use code BOONE, you get it free wrapped in plastic. Yeah, I might have to play that a few times during the trial, because, and it's funny. All right, let's finish watching this because, yeah, 8 minutes before.
She made to law enforcement where she was like, oh, it's a game. I can't believe, oh my gosh, not, oh my gosh, I was afraid he was going to hurt me. Therefore, I had to act in this manner. So I think there's going to be some very clear guardrails that the judge is going to put in place, and she's not going to be able to present a treasure trove of evidence around the battered spouse syndrome. That's not going to happen.
Right. It's such a great legal explainer for us, Melba. Thank you.
I think that she's going to turn up there thinking that she's got this set of this plan in place, and the judge is just going to shoot it down this morning, and she ain't going to be happy.
For all of that, I want to share a clip. You both saw this when Sarah Boone decided to testify at her suppression hearing, and she let it out that she was still intoxicated at the time of that interview. I think her logic was that she wanted to make it seem, oh, she was under duress, coerced, not in the right frame of mind. But this might also affect the defense. Melba, I want to come to you on the other side. Let's take a look.
I was in shock. I was traumatized by the situation, and then trying to focus on everything that was going on at my home. I was hungover. I was still, I believe, intoxicated to a degree.
Self-intoxication is not a defense, my dear. Sorry.
Okay. So, Melba, you've already taught us that. So when we think about battered spouse syndrome coming in Florida, we're thinking about a self-defense case where the decedent would be doing something to threaten or, as you said, cause something to be triggered in the victim where they would, oh my gosh, feel the need to defend themselves. Here, this is an accident. So the state is saying, look, you can't assert it here. This was accidental. You've said it was accidental before. How does the intoxication get woven into this picture, Melba? Because she did make a lot of statements. And in the motion, the state is very concerned about her wanting to change her story. And Lauren, I'm going to come to you on that in a second. But Melba, how do you think the intox plays in for both sides, please?
I think the intoxication is going to be critical in terms of state of mind, because again, it's not to say you can't be in fear when you're intoxicated, but the extra steps that she took and the way she behaved and the way she told the story afterwards definitely negates anything in terms of her being fear. And the prosecution is going to use that as in, this was a drinking game. They both consensually entered into this. There was no abuse. And then she just went to the next level, became cruel, and she was the one abusive, not necessarily a victim.
I actually believe that, yes, he was violent, both verbally and physically towards her, but I actually think she gave as good as she got. Not that that's an excuse, but I think their relationship was just so volatile on both sides, and that will come out in trial.
Victim.
Right. Melba, thank you for that. Lauren, would you remind us, please, the statements that Sarah Boone made? We know in this motion, the state kind of notes the ever-evolving stories, and they hint at, by the way, Judge, she's probably going to change it again when she testifies. Would you kind of take us back and refresh us, please?
Yeah, I mean, when this started, this was I don't know how this happened. I don't think he has a medical condition. This was just a game. I went to bed. And then it became, I never imagined this could happen. This was clearly an accident, and I'll never drink again. I mean, how could this have happened? I never could have expected this. And when detectives pushed back on that, it quickly began to morph into I was scared. What if I let him out? Then he could hurt me, which is a very different story than I went to bed and I thought he could get himself out.
Exactly.
It becomes an active decision rather than a passive one.
Right, Lauren. In the prosecution notes that in the motion, Melba's nodding. It's like there was a change, and you know.
No, I haven't heard. She loves rats. I'm planning. That's next on the playlist. So we'll have a quick look. They did a quick snippet on one of the news stations. So 11 out of 100. I do know they did 100, but I don't know how many they got.
To this as well legally, Mel, but at first it was a game, and then it became, oh, I'm mad, I don't want you to breathe, just like I feel like I can't breathe when you cheat on me. She's taunting him in the video, saying something to that effect. We'll leave it here for now, but this is something we're going to be watching. All the information, we'll be talking soon.
Well, right now, jury selection in the suitcase murder trial is underway. Fox 35 Stephanie Buffamonte has been there all day long in court. And
Buffamonte.
Stephanie, both sides now finding it pretty hard to get enough jurors for this trial.
Good evening. That is right. So 2 panels of 50 people each were brought in for jury selection today. Another 50 people will be brought in tomorrow morning, and they'll have other people on hand if.
And look what the cat did. Good morning, Edith. Straight into it. Yes, I will agree with you on this one. If that's, oh no, that's Stephanie. Who's Julie Grant? This one's hot. You have to point out Julie Grant.
Need be.
Welcome.
The tricky thing with the jury selection in this case is that this trial is expected to last 3 weeks. So a lot of people have conflicts with work, their kids, and other things like that. The other thing, this is a high profile case. So a lot of people already know the details and may have seen evidence.
Ma'am, you told me last week that you were ready for trial. Are you ready for trial today?
I am.
You better be.
All right.
Sarah Boone walked into the Orange County courtroom wearing a blue dress shirt, slacks, and jail slippers. After a week-long delay due to Hurricane Milton, jury selection for her trial began Monday. Boone sat before jurors without handcuffs. The Winter Park woman is accused of zipping her boyfriend Jorge Torres up in a suitcase during a drunken game of hide-and-seek back in 2020. Boone told deputies back then she went upstairs to her room and fell asleep, and when she woke up, she found Torres dead in the suitcase. Investigators say evidence shows she filmed her then-boyfriend inside the suitcase while he was pleading to be let out.
Sarah,
for everything you've done to me.
I can't breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
It's evidence like this cell phone video that the state and defense would rather potential jurors to have not already seen.
Has anyone seen a video of a man in a suitcase?
What has she actually tried? Has she tried the insanity defense? Well, she's tried self-defense, and now she's doing battered spouse. I love the fact that they gave her. She looks exactly like she's in her prison garb. Exactly.
Case.
There was a series of questions from Judge Michael Kranick to see if potential jurors had already seen the cell phone video, the interrogation video, and the body cam video from when deputies responded.
You zipped him in there.
Yes. He thought it'd be funny to be put in the suitcase, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you, and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep.
Has anyone seen any body-worn camera videos in which Miss Boone is speaking to police? Do you have such strong feelings that you could not be a fair and impartial juror? If you have those beliefs, please raise your paddles at this time.
I raise my paddle.
So normally jurors are told don't research the case and, don't talk about the case with your family and friends. But in this case, when we were going through the jury selection, a lot of the people who said that they had heard the details of the case and have seen the evidence said that they watched it on their local news, like how you are watching right now. So they actually asked jurors not to read the paper and not to watch their local newscasts so that they don't see anything that's going on that would change their opinion. We'll send it back to you.
Stephanie, we hear there have also been some issues with getting clothing for Boone during the trial. How is that?
Yeah, so as you might remember, the trial did start, jury selection almost started last week before it was delayed midway. And there was a delay there because seen in normal clothes today. And
Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree murder after her boyfriend suffocated inside of a...
Oh, no, this is today. All right. So, what? No.
Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree murder after her boyfriend suffocated inside of a suitcase.
Can anyone see that? Anyone see that there? They've just changed it. Sarah's Amazon order is probably late, just like mine are. They've just changed the date on Court TV. No. No, hang on.
Sarah
I'm gonna
Boone
go
is
back.
charged with second-degree
I
murder
gotta go
after
back.
her boyfriend suffocated inside of a suitcase.
No, this isn't happening.
Well, right now, jury selection in the suitcase murder trial.
Go away. Where is it?
A smaller man to be abusive to a larger person.
Oh, good.
Sarah Boone is charged.
Oh, my Lord. Live. Upcoming. 81 waiting. You are fucking kidding me. They have just changed the date. I don't know if you can see that. From
Sarah Boone is charged with.
Shut up, Vinny. 23 hours. They've changed it to the 17th of October. Hello, Ritz. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, she's absolute nutter. But I can't believe they've just done that. Like literally this second. Let me go and have a look at another feed. Oh, you're kidding me. They've put up a different trial now. I knew it was too good to be true. Let me have a look at the other feed. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, Broken Baker. He's booked the exact same time as me, and he's going to realise the exact same thing as me. Nope, they haven't got anything. This one. No. So it's only the one. Oh, my God. Unless Fox 35 is covering it. Nope. Oh, I can't believe this. What was that I just saw? Oops. Body cam video. Florida deputies pull boy from burning home. Oh, it's awful. Oh, it's 2 years ago. Well, yep, that, anyone else got any? Yes, yes. Yes, welcome. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I was 88 away, 88 subscribers away. So hit that like and subscribe, and then we can start having some members fun. That's all I need to meet the criteria to monetize. So yes, that's the trial that they've just put up. And I have saved it because I was going to follow it when we had some downtime, if we had downtime with, them arguing over crap in the courtroom. But yes, this one here, I cannot believe that. I really can't. I'm so annoyed. There's 81 people there waiting. And I got the notification from them as well. And they've just changed it. Maybe you were right, she loves rats. Maybe they could only get 11 yesterday, and they never actually settled. How about I'll just have a quick look at see what Broken Baker's got to say about it, because he had to change his he's changed his thumbnail because that was different, and he's changed his title as well.
And I said, still no habla. And she said, it means a good time. So we were at the mall, and she later got me this one. So thank you so much, Little D.
Oh, hey, Ritz, you're on there.
Let's say hello to Swifty
Hey,
and Miss Jemima.
Should we say hello? Come on, let's say hello.
Hola.
Hola.
And Brits.
Oops. Let's say
Putting
hola.
on the Brits.
A big hello.
Chelsea B. Esprit Fleck. Danny T. She also
hola.
speaks Espanol. Hola.
The
Fedorowski speaks Norwegian. New
Yes.
video out yesterday. Spacey Stacy.
And
Gil Ritchie, how are you doing? I'm doing fine.
Boone.
Mo is a little troubled by the weather. And over on your side, Tammy. As this is getting closer, are you feeling nervous butterflies for your gal, Sarah? Yes, because in 3 weeks, I will be flying to...
The trial was booked to start. The stream was set for 10 a.m. your time, Eastern Standard Time, which is midnight here. And I was ready to stream it, and just as I've clicked onto the stream, they've changed the date to the 17th. Yeah, that's why I've just flipped over to Broken Baker. So I thought we'll just say a quick hello.
I have SPF 40, so I probably could do. Well, I don't burn. Well, I do get red, but then
I love Broken
then it
Baker.
just turns
He's
brown
awesome.
real fast. So I
don't like you.
No, but I'm my daughter hates me because she has her mom's skin. Me and the oldest has my skin, and the youngest and her mother has the same.
Well,
So
obviously it's not going
she will
to, so we
turn
might
into a
as well start
tomato.
watching that
2 days
instead.
later, she will be white again, then turn into a tomato.
But yes,
So
let's see if he brings us up.
I mostly
better.
use just to cover my tattoos is where I use my sun's hand lotion.
I love
to
Mo
try and keep
too.
a little color in them.
I'm jealous.
Hey, Peter A. It's probably not that healthy. I normally, if it's good
Yes,
weather in
you're
the summer, I
absolutely
sleep out on the porch for my pre-stream nap.
Ooh,
That's stupid sometimes.
He's probably all the way up here somewhere.
we have too many mosquitoes. They like me too much. The sun doesn't like me, but mosquitoes are like, hello, friend. Would you like to donate to our cause? And I'm like,
Yes,
no,
he's way
no,
up
I don't.
here, and we're way down here.
Funny, my youngest daughter, the same. Me,
He's in no
not
rush.
really. And
Hey,
she has,
Ken,
I think she's
welcome.
kind of, it's something like they
Yes,
thing in there to
not a happy chappy.
the blood. And
Where that
gets
other
sick,
trial
she
is,
gets
yes.
balloon flaps, so, if she
I
gets,
actually do.
mosquito bite or
Un momento, por favor.
but,
We can find this
that
out
one of those,
because
we
you
need
know
to get
why?
her an antihistamine
We have the
because,
technology.
else she'll swell up. It's like if I get a bee sting. Hey, Justin and Adelaide Les, almost in bed. Broken hearted. Melissa. That weird girl, Kim. Not the other weird girls.
Oh, okay. I thought that was something because sometimes you'll say Jemima, and I was like, what? But it was actually that.
That weird girl, Kim, yeah.
I'm coming. I'm looking.
Sarah's going to be sitting in her cell in a few weeks, really regretting going to trial. No, she's going to be with me suitcase shopping at the mall.
GA.
That's the. Have you seen that clip from Nickelodeon? So what do you like to do? I like to go hang out at the mall.
GA. Yes, you're right. But they've just changed the date and time. Or not the time, they've changed the date. To the 17th.
Anything more terrifying
Georgia?
for men,
GA?
I can't imagine that a Sarah Boone on the loose would not be the most terrifying thing for men.
Hey, TLA. The only man I know who can sing all the words to Barbie Girl. I can't do the
Come
first
on.
2 words.
Hurry
Remember,
up.
it's Danish music, our biggest exports in 3 years, I think. Today, it's selling medicines to Americans so they're not that fat. Thank you, Novo Nordisk. We sell you insulin and
Come on.
that anti-fat drug.
Get on with it.
As a fluffy who is using that
Yes.
to, you know,
Are we happy to
like
go
a
on and watch
little
that one?
because it is harder for me to be active.
May as well
Thank
start
you,
it.
but also could it be cheaper? And or could you send over chocolate too?
They should come with a bar of chocolate.
Nanny
just to
goat.
take the
That's a
fun.
funny names.
Although
Hey,
then
nanny
it makes
girl.
you really sick if you are on this medication, if you have way too much
Nanny.
sugar. Like maybe because
I don't know where
Is
Nanny
it like
goat
the
is.
old one you got where if you ate any fat, you would be living on the
He hasn't passed us, no. Surely.
just for me,
Get on with it,
was
Baker.
because I really had to, you know,
All right,
dial
I will
down
set
on, you know, not being a drunken toddler
Richie,
when I eat, you know,
Teresa
trying to hit all the
Dexmore,
food groups and things like that instead of
Taryn
like Mike and I
Dusty.
just
Come
binge
on.
pop.
Here we go.
So,
Celestial
but
Force.
it's also just a tool in my
RJ.
tool
All right.
to make good
Jedi Jess.
choices. So I
Esper.
think some people just think like,
Lynn
oh, well, you
Garvey.
get to do, you know, whatever. But no, you have to kind of still be doing good things and being
Where's
as
Lynn
active
Garvey?
as you can.
Yeah, there's no magic pills.
Missed it.
There's a magic
Dang it.
there's a magic thing that we just go back and let us get the thermal power
There
back
it
in
is.
the
Afternoon
90s.
from
It
Wales.
was amphetamines, but it was good. It worked. Hey, Lynn. And Mac in Florida. Beer and Mo. What? It's like I was on with
All right.
Shorty, Miss
I
Shorty,
will get
the other
set up.
day, and she kept calling me bacon.
Now, I'm going to have to check.
I know I'm fat, but don't call me bacon.
Bacon
How
is
can I,
great. If someone called me bacon, I'd be like, as long as it's not burnt and crispy, I'm here for it. Now you call me burnt bacon, I'm gonna be a little bit salty.
Yeah.
Taryn Dusty.
Low 40s in Massachusetts. Ooh. I thought you swore never to visit the Sunshine State. I will only visit to pick up my girl when she's free to go in 3 weeks.
Come on. How long does it
So are
take to
you
get
Well,
down?
stuffing her in carry-on,
Just
or are
because
you
you've
gonna
got way more
are you
people
gonna,
watching you than me.
what is it when they put it under the undercarriage on the airplane? I haven't been on an airplane in like 16
I've lost where he's
years,
up
so I
to
don't
now.
remember, but where they tag it and put it underneath.
checked baggage. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I would have her in one of those ski
All right.
bags.
Where is this playlist that I set up?
Possibly good.
She doesn't get as cramped
There
as
it is. There.
Good morning, genitals.
Genitals.
Oh, that's sexy.
Good morning,
I could
genitals.
be the baconator. I like a baconator. Well,
Oh,
got me one.
it cracks me up.
He got me one when we landed.
Who calls
when we
their
landed.
name genitals?
Crispy bacon is better than floppy bacon. Yes. No floppy bacon for me, thanks.
Crispy but not burnt. My husband likes his burnt, like black, and I don't get it. It's like, how can you destroy bacon?
I'm completely
Like
lost.
he can.
Completely lost.
Yes, like a duffel bacon. Well, we do them very crispy, but we do the thin sliced bacon. We don't do the fat Canadian bacon, which is just a piece of ham.
Maybe he's
Yeah,
passed us.
I never understood that. I was like,
He
that's
has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And just
Thanks,
send me something
Baker.
on Discord. I don't know. My phone doesn't give me the notice anymore for Discord unless I have the program open. I really hate Discord. It's stupid. That just tastes
All right.
char.
Okay. So this one is I know nothing about. It sounds horrible. But this is the first one. It's only an 8-minute thing that I think they did an overview of. In a brief opening statement, the lawyer of Georgia mum Leilani Simon said the state's case is full of gossip and rumours. Simon's defence said Leilani did not unalive 2-year-old Quinton Simon, and there is no in a brief opening statement. Okay, the lawyer for Georgia mum. Oh, there was no evidence to prove that she did. Okay, well, let's have a quick look. So there was this 8-minute clip, and then another hour and a half, and then today's one, I think. Did you read her behaviour reports from jail? It's funny. Who's this? Sarah. Oh, I've got them. Sarah's behaviour reports. I've got them somewhere. I've saved them on my Google Drive, I'm sure. That's probably, it's probably actually a better, might be a better topic to cover, given that I can't really start a new case on it under Sarah Boone. All right, let me have a look at my Google Docs then. A Google Drive. Whoa. I don't want to leave. I want to open a different one. Nearly lost you all. Me and IT are not being very cooperative with one another at the moment. Come on, open. Okay, inmate behaviour notes. All right. I shall move this across there. And I should be able to zoom in, hopefully. Oh, whoops. Zoom. Ah, there it is there. All right. That was a good idea. Good idea. Share this tab instead. What was that question? It was a good idea. She loves rats. Hello, Katie Hands. You want the? I've got them right here. Right. Oh, that side. Yeah, I've got them back fronts. My screen's that side, but I'm pointing that way. So I've got them all here. I saved them for a rainy day. All right. So these are Sarah Boone's. Yes, show them, please. Yep, not a problem. They're on the screen as we speak, darling. And I will zoom in a bit closer so that you can read it. I'll try and move that over. Hang on. Just so that you get. That's it. Oh, they've made me 2. I don't want to be 2. I want to be 1. I'll be a bit smaller. Okay. That's better. Welcome, welcome. Welcome all. It's lovely to have you here. This is our little true crime fam. And you are welcome to join at any time. And it is free. I had the funniest thing up yesterday in my pinned messages that I completely stuffed with all my audio, and it said guaranteed 100% money back if you don't have fun while you're here, and it's free. All right. So there's a lot of rubbish in here, but there are some funny ones. So a lot of it is these are notes that they've taken in the prison of different things that have happened. So, you know, when she gets back to her dorm, what she takes. So she's taken a hard drive and a Ziploc bag, and a razor was issued. She had the laptop there. She returned the laptop. She returned the USB. Inmate Boone has returned all equipment, but there are some funny ones in here. It's generally the big ones like this. Okay. On the 26th of the 8th, I heard loud yelling from the hallways. Upon further investigating, I realised it was coming from the briefing room. The briefing room was occupied by inmate. Oh, shoot. How did that happen? was occupied by inmate Sarah Boone and Owens James. Due to the loud disturbance, I entered the room and informed inmate Boone and Owens that they are causing a disturbance. Owens informed me that everything was good. No, nothing to see here, but they just had a little disagreement. Yeah, next thing, someone gets shipped. She's been difficult from day one. Look, this is a hamburger with the lot. Absolutely. And I think Judge Kranick will absolutely celebrate. Good morning, little Val. Welcome. The schedule has completely changed now, Udahef, right before my eyes. So unless you can find a stream today, the rest of them, well, there's nothing that I could find other than the 17th. This time on the 17th, they just literally changed it. I'm sorry. So we're going through her inmate notes. You didn't see my ad. Look, we have a sponsor, or Sarah has a sponsor. And before we continue on this, I think Udahef might be amused by my sponsors. Hello and welcome to our suitcase mega sale. We have lots of different various colours available for you to choose from. We even have a replica vintage selection. Hello, dear white Christian. Choose inner lining as an optional extra. And they are perfect for travelling. We have a new sponsor. We also have both new and used models in stock. But no returns on the used. They all come in a variety of different shapes and sizes to suit your needs. And you can choose between a hard or a fabric outer surface. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get a free roll of crime scene tape, but no extra. But only while stocks last. Yep. I couldn't help myself. Yep, couldn't help myself. If everyone doesn't know, Dear Bloke Christian is the channel that I was on. They lovely invited me over to do a Karen Reid overview of the case with Aussie Insider. So if you haven't checked it out, head on over to Dear Bloke Christian. I do have it's somewhere, his link. And I will get it in chat as soon as I've organised this one. But I promise I'll put it in chat for you. And Miss Mandy needs some love. She's in a bit of pain. She's had some surgery and she's not great. Poor bugger. All right. Yes, thank you, Udahef. I'm down to double digits now. It's like 80 people I need. 80. I should have a what do they call it? A grifting stream or something. 80 people. It's not that much, really, is it? It's not hard. And that's it. That's all I need to do. All right. So, let's have a look. Cal, can you remind me to put Dear White Christian's link in chat, darling? I haven't shared it with anybody, sorry. I can't because I'm not monetized yet. The second that I get monetized, which is I need 85 people, I think it is, then I can direct and redirect, but you won't find me otherwise. That's the poopy thing about it. Sorry. But yes, thank you very, very much. That's very kind. Very kind. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm glad someone else likes my silly sense of humor. I just think it's ridiculous, this case, and no, No pun intended. And actually, I'm in the middle of writing a song. Yep. That'll be ready by Thursday. All right. 11:58. Boone completed her interview, viewing physical evidence. I conducted a strip search at the conclusion of the interview and escorted her back to a unit. Okay. Nothing exciting there. Let's keep looking. Boone returned the laptop early because she's been up since 2:30 a.m. for court and is tired. Poor thing. But she was able to get a lot of work done. Okay. Returned the laptop, took the laptop, received fully charged laptop, returned laptop. Returned to the unit from attorney visit. Come on. All right. Ooh, this looks juicy. The following behaviour note is for informational purposes and stems from a telephone conversation had with inmate Boone's legal counsel, Attorney James Owens. On the evening of the 5th of the 9th, I had a telephone conversation with Mr. Owens. The phone call, hello, Miss Mandy, how are we? Oh, apparently. They just postponed the Boone trial until Thursday. Like the second I clicked on the stream. So we're going through her inmate notes. Miss Mandy, can you please put Jason's link in chat for me? I haven't got it on me at the second, and I've got 5 different things opened. Hello. I don't know. That just literally changed the date. Time is still the same. But earlier on in chat, She Loves Rats said that there may only be 11 that they've decided on, perhaps. I don't know. But thank you very much. Thank you. So that is D-Woke Christian's link to his channel. And we should do a I've got Steve from Justice is a Process. We should both come on and do an overview of the Franklin Tyrone Tucker case, because it is very, very similar, and that too is starting to get interesting now because he's been accepted by the Third Circuit Court of Appeal to have his case reviewed. So that is fantastic. He may actually get a change of venue or the judge recused at the very least. So that's good news. Good. Okay. Right. So she had a conversation with Attorney Owens. The phone call was prompted by several requests to schedule an attorney's visit in the briefing room. Face to ID headcount conflicted with the oncoming shift's briefing as a request cited an end time of 6 p.m. Mr. Owens advised that he did not realise the interview times were overlapping with headcount or briefing times. I informed Mr. Owens he could keep his pre-established interview times, but inmate Boone would need to return to her dorm by no later than 10 to 5 and may not be returned until after the night shift's physical headcount was cleared. During our conversation, I also inquired if any specific reason the briefing room was being requested versus the designated attorney interview rooms, which he said there wasn't, and his preference was just the space and size of the room. I explained the briefing room being an operationally necessary space serving many functions outside of shift briefings. I clarified needing to have this discussion prior to any interference with operations and hopefully avoiding any appearance of attempting to impede inmate Boone's access to him and her trial preparations. I further informed him that we would do our best to accommodate his request, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I advised that though we appreciated his amenability, but reminded him that an attorney he is welcome to make his requests. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Let's have a go at this one. Good afternoon. Inmate Boone is no longer pro se, as she currently has legal counsel. This must be backwards, is it? I actually have not read these before. Effective immediately, the laptop, charging cable, mouse and carry bag needs to go back to North Perimeter as she will no longer have access to these items. Captain Gina M. DiGiovanni. In the briefing prior to the start of shift, the staff was informed of this directive from Captain Giovanni. At approximately 8:10 p.m., Officer Ivy called me from Bravo Dorm, to inform me that inmate Boone was demanding the laptop, and threatening to have OCCD, not just OCD, OCCD, held in contempt by the judge over her case for not providing her with a laptop. Officer Ivy informed inmate Boone of the directive from Captain Giovanni, and inmate Boone responded by stating she does not have the authority to do that. I think she might. It must come from a court order. You guys will be in trouble. I reached out to Admin Sergeant Jesus, who informed me that the Honourable Judge Cranick was informed of this directive as well, being that inmate Boone is no longer a pro se inmate, and therefore there was no objection from the judge. Inmate Boone was informed that her passive-aggressive behaviour towards staff will not be tolerated. Should her behaviour continue or increase, she could face possible disciplinary infractions. She's been a very naughty girl. All right, at approximately 7:30 a.m., inmate Boone approached the officer's desk and asked if she could take a shower before her meeting at 0900. She was advised that the dorm will be allowed to shower once the day room is open. She then asked what time that will be. She was advised that whenever the day room is open, that's when the inmate shower will be open as well. Inmate showers, inmate phone, day room time, tablets is available for any inmates at 7:35. What the hell is that supposed to mean? All right. Sarah was issued a medication. On taking her meds, she was told to open her mouth, lift her tongue, and then she stated, "Do you want to ruffle my hair and shake my bra too?" Yeah. Up a free fuel. Okay. I disable the proceed alert for inmate Boone this morning. On the 4th of the 9th, OCCD received communication from Attorney James Owen's office. The correspondence identified Mr. Owens as the legal counsel of inmate Boone and additionally requested to schedule a briefing room. Oh, yeah, okay. Started out good and then went downhill from there. Instruction the email staff to return the laptop. The court was copied on the email and Judge Cranick called Captain Giovanni. Giovanni explained to Judge Cranick inmate Boone could or would retain hard copies of legal materials because she no longer met the definition of a pro se inmate. It was their policy that she would no longer be using receiving the laptop and USB hard drive devices. Judge Cranick acknowledged this and the call ended. All right. That's not very exciting. Documentation purposes, no, that's boring. While conducting medication pass in B dorm, all inmates were given numerous opportunities to take the medication. After announcing the last call for medication pass, I wonder what she's on. Several inmates approached the nurse's cart to take their medicine. As I was beginning to let the nurse depart my dorm, inmate Boone approached the cart. I notified her that the nurse was preparing to depart and she became visibly upset and stated, "So you're just going to deny me my meds? You know you can't do that, right? I need to let a supervisor know that you're not letting me take my meds." It is to be noted that while conducting medication pass, inmate Boone remained on a phone call for the entire duration of it. After speaking with RN Alexius, it was determined that Boone would be allowed to take her medication. I advised her that her behaviour would not be tolerated. Maybe it was Valium. That's probably what she needs. Can you believe we have another That. Oh, really? Really? Oh no! Where is that, Udahef? In the Gulf? If you post a link in the chat, we'll have a look at it, doll. Oh crap! That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's currently far away, but heading towards Cuba and such. Okay. I wonder what's causing them all. Is this like the general time of year that you would have hurricanes in Florida, or they just come? Yeah, no joke. If anyone hasn't seen it, I did a couple of streams on the hurricane because Udahef lives in Florida, West Palm Beach. I remember now. And okay, thank you, sweetheart. The second stream I did, he actually came on live and came on and we had a bit of a chat about what was going on. And he hadn't really lived in Florida most of his life, hadn't really paid much attention to the news or the weather report. So when he got home from work, he thought, oh, it's nice weather, I'll go fishing. Didn't know that there was a Cat 5 headed his way. If you got them as well, I would highly recommend to read them from 2020 till now as well. She tried to manipulate staff all the time. Several officers noted that she will be allergic to say she didn't like the meal and so much more stuff. I think these go all the way back, like there is a ton of them, like there's pages and pages and pages, 117 pages. So yeah, there's a bit there. Let's have a quick look at this new hurricane. If I can, actually, I might have to get it through. I have to go into YouTube. 1 second. I don't. I'm streaming to YouTube, but from a platform, so I need to go in to the actual stream itself to get the link. Come on. There it is. Over. All right, you'll see that. I was on this site the other day. This is 511, isn't it? Is this 511? So the orange, does that mean there's a 40 to 60% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days? And then the yellow is less than 40%. And this is, that's Florida there, isn't it? Oh, you can't see my, hang on. Now you should be able to see it. That's Florida there, yeah? Far out. Not good. What's far out? So just something to monitor. Yes, go on. What did you find? What have I done now? Oh, you're just saying just to monitor this. Oh, okay. Look, I read it right. Look at me. I should have been a meteorologist. Actually, Ryan Hall, y'all, I saw a notification come up on my screen just before I went live. I didn't actually read it, so this is probably what he's talking about. So, an area of low pressure located over the central tropical Atlantic is producing a disorganized shower of showers and thunderstorms. The system is forecast to move generally westward, and environmental conditions could become more conducive for gradual development by the middle to latter part of this week. Oh, great. So, the trial will start on Thursday, and it will hit on Thursday, and then it'll be delayed again. Yes, it does. He does. Absolutely. Yes. He is very, very clever man, and his voice is very soothing, even in, you know, something so or such a dangerous event. He just keeps it calm, but he explains it everything really, really well, and the way that you can understand it. Well, let's hope it dissipates. Let's hope someone blows it away. Okay, now let's go back onto, oops, not share screen. That one. All right. While conducting a visual action, let me have a sip. Dry mouth. So she must get, I see all these negative officer contacts, negative earned. She must get like a rating of some sort, I would think. And then what happens when she reaches a certain level of points or ratings or she's just so arrogant. Oh, I have to mute that. There's a big burp going. No, it wasn't that big. Okay. While conducting a visual inspection, inmate Boone was observed with staples in the seams of her pants. Well, her pants were immediately replaced with an appropriately fitted size. Medium. Oh, I'm glad they put that in there. To which she began to complain about her appearance in the uniform she'd been given. Oh my God. This is now the second documented time inmate Boone has been observed altering her blues issued uniform in this way. She knew it was against the rules the first time because it was swapped out then too. I asked her when she was getting the staples from. Inmate Boone replied, I got them from the books that the chaplains give me and from the books on the book cart. You all keep thinking I have some kind of special access to this stuff. Inmate Boone was advised, with this being her second offence in altering her issued uniform, any further infractions will result in a disciplinary report. Ooh. Inmate Boone stated that she wanted a smaller uniform pant because the one she was issued doesn't fit properly. Excuse me, lady. You're incarcerated. And, if they're bigger, they're easy to pull down. What is it? A good Sally sleeps on her belly? I reminded her the uniform is meant to simply fit and not reveal her figure. It's not a fashion contest. I informed her I would be placing a negative in her inmate notebook. Oh, you meanie. You meanie. To document the repeated and intentional violations. She proceeded to threaten me by stating she planned to file a motion with my name in it, so make that negative really good. Oh, crap. Sarah B could have been out in 5. Oh, yes. She did. She rejected it. She's looking at 22.5 minimum now. Yep. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome. It was supposed to, yes. It was supposed to. I probably should change that thumbnail. It was supposed to start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, and right at the last minute, it got postponed until the same time Thursday, or the 17th. So I don't know what's going on, but I wasn't the only one. So I apologise. So we're just going through her inmate notes. And I might start that that other one that Kelly suggested tomorrow, but I probably should change that. I'll put another big postponed on it. Hang on. Otherwise, I'm going to be like clickbaity, and I don't want that. Not at all. That's not what we're about. That one there. Postponed. I love Canva. Any of you guys ever need to do any editing or any graphics and stuff? Canva is amazing. So easy. And the base edition is free, and you can do so much with it. I'm going to have to put postponed again. Ridiculous. Oh, it doesn't look very well. Can't see it. Can't see that one either. Oops. I won't be a second, people. Sorry. I just can't believe it was too good to be true. I knew it was. I knew it was. I need something that's more solid than that. Come on. I need the full letters. Postponed due to the weather. All right, that might do it. Postponed again. Until the 17th. I don't think I should have got out of bed this morning. All right, save that. If I don't do it now, then I'm going to have people screaming at me. Sorry. Page of my own. There's nothing worse than clickbait or false advertising. Well, at least everyone can hear me today, because yesterday, not so much. Yes, this little dickhead here sat here for 10 minutes. Not, oh my God, are you for real? I've tried to change it, but hopefully it's been updated. It may not do it until at the end of the stream. I apologize. Shoot, I can't bring myself to watch a new one with. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it. But it's sort of one day. I don't really know what else to cover. Today's second day of jury selection. Hopefully opening statements will get going tomorrow. Well, the stream, they changed it to midday Eastern Standard Time on the 17th. So I will just have to keep an eye on that because they changed it right at the very last second. So I can't. Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? I said at the very, very start of the stream, I can't believe we're here. You can go on for as long as it takes because the difficulty she's facing is that she needs to find an unbiased jury pool. So people that don't know about the case, people who haven't heard about it, and to do so is going to be extremely difficult. And we all know how fussy and what a pain in the arse she is. So it's going to be doubly as hard. And they will spend days and days and days arguing over it until, and I think they have to get, I think, is it 16 Uta have in Florida? With the, is there four alternates they need to have? I would think they would want to have at least 4 in this. Well, the judge would at least want to have 4 backups because you just never know. And you don't want to be stuck without your 12 once you're down to the last few days of testimony in a case like this. Yeah, 6 that the non-capital cases. But she rejected the manslaughter claim, so the plea. So doesn't that make it capital? 6 and 2 backups. The judge wanted, yeah, I would have thought he wanted 4, yeah. So she's only getting 6, is she? Because I thought it was red rum. Yeah, I thought if it's capital murder case, I'm pretty sure it's 12. I would at least want 4 if I was him, at least, just as a backup, a pain in the ass backup. What is it, a pitter backup? But yeah, generally it's 6 for non-capital. And apparently it doesn't have to be unanimous either. I think it's I think they've even changed it so that it's 8-4 as well. I don't think they even have to. Day 3 started on that toddler one. All right. Why is this saying 10 of 10? I think we've only got a couple more on here. With the arrival of lunch meal, I called for the bottom tier of B dorm. Come get their meals in bunk order. Inmate Boone knows she does not receive a special diet. Yet she came to the table where the lunch trays were placed. Assertively and with what I perceived as an attitude, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, she would have strutted up to that table, shoved her inmate ID close to my face, stating, Sarah Boone, bunk 4. I do not get a diet tray. Based on her demeanour, inmate Boone seemed to still have feelings over me replacing her self-modified blue uniform pants. You prissy bitch. Today Inmate Boone was scheduled for a visit with her legal counsel. While passing the briefing room, I heard a loud noise, followed by shouting. I encountered Corporal Pagan in the hallway and inquired about the source of the commotion. Corporal Pagan informed me that the noise originated from the briefing room. We proceeded to open the swing door and checked on the situation. Attorney Owens acknowledged that he was the one who had yelled and expressed his apologies. I informed both Mr. Owens and inmate Boone that their interaction, regardless of its nature, was disruptive. Oh, I wonder if it was bending over the desk. Mr. Owens offered another apology and then exited the room. Oh, well, that wasn't very exciting. Oh. Yeah, that's it. I probably could find more, but in the short time frame to do it, I need to go from my phone to my email to drive to you just know. It has to be down a verdict for the verdict, but not to get. Okay, I'm with you. She's being charged. Yes. No. But she did turn down the manslaughter deal, which was the stupidest mistake in my mind that you could do. But hey, that's just me. Death penalty. Don't worry. It's taken me, and I'm still not up to all the lingo. Trust me. I've only been here for 6 months. No, that's not a problem. Neither am I. Who was it that put up in the chat Red Rum a few weeks ago, and I had no idea what it meant, and it's actually because YouTube is very selective on the language that they allow you to use repetitively. Red Rum is murder backwards, so they don't like you to say murder, and they don't like you to use terminology or any swearing, basically, as long as it's not in the majority of your stream or your chat. They do actually audit the chat as well. If you knew what YouTube actually kept tabs on you about, you would be unbelievable. You would be surprised. Germany, I think we'd have. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Everyone's welcome, provided that they are polite and respectful. Absolutely. We look after one another here. We're a big, happy family. But so long as you're happy to do that, then you are absolutely more than welcome. More than welcome. And don't think that you have to agree with my opinion either. We are entitled to our own opinions, and you are welcome to share them, as I said, provided they're done in a polite and respectful manner, because it's a discussion. Everyone has their own beliefs, everyone has their own experiences, and it's a good place to debate certain things as well. And we have a little bit of humor along the way. We try and take a little bit more of a lighter side to the heavier aspects of true crime, basically, because it can get very dark. Very dark. Yes, that's right. That's all you have to be. Doesn't take much. That's for another time. That's all right. Forget I said anything. I'm in the middle of writing. I was in the middle of writing a song for this trial for Sarah, and my computer did something to me. Oh, it was yesterday. In amongst all of that, Teresia, I lost the first 2 verses and the chorus because I had to shut down everything quickly to restart the stream. The defense trust also has a Discord. I just need to get on there more often. I really just, I don't. Obviously, I spend far too much time making ads on Canva about suitcases and making pretty borders for each trial. Make it aesthetically look, suitcase on the bottom, right? You know, someone playing hide and seek, just there. Oh God, everything's backwards. Yeah. Yep. All right. What else should we do? Who can we stalk? Actually, let me go back to my drive. What have I got on my drive with regards to Sarah? Where'd you go? Oh. Oh, has anyone seen Bry today? He was on last night's stream, and there were 4 kids involved. Let me take this shit down. Involved in a 2-car collision, I think it was, is it Mystify, which is just outside of Connecticut. Oh, I've got the potential witnesses list. And yeah, 3 of them were intubated and in critical condition, and the other one had stabilized, I think, but there were 2 unstable to transport. Oh, it was 1 car, was it? I can't figure it out. I can't. Grandma has a channel, and I managed to find her message. She was sending me messages on there, and then she sent me an invitation to join her channel on there. And do you think I could find it? Well, I've tried. I can set up the channels, but then I don't really, and I can share to them. But to find anything, NFI, darling, NFI. Yeah, so Bri was looking after these 3 clients. All right, this is the potential witness list for Ms. Boone. The left-hand side being the state. Let me see if I can zoom in. Should be able to. I've used Excel for a long time. No, I want to add a sheet. I want to zoom. Where's the zoom button? Come on, where is it? Oh. Oh. Okay. So this is the state's potential witness list. Can you see that? I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So we've got 4 law enforcement, which I'm tipping would be first responders, neighbour, ex-husband. On the state side, I thought that she was going to call him. Why would they call the state call him if she's using battered wife defence? No. That one is really in depth and really deep. Like it's gone on for a long time. And I'm actually going to try and cover some different. Okay, that was my main objective when I started the channel, was to do some different stuff as well. And I've sort of been caught up in the hype of the you know, current trials, and it's great, but it's difficult for me because of the time difference. So for me to cover the trials, the current trials running on a live schedule, I need to stream from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. So it's not conducive to me. The only way that I can really work that out as a sustainable thing is to do it a delayed day. So I would watch it the day before, do the timestamps, cut it down to, cut out all the breaks and do like a recap, but keep all of the important stuff in it. Yes, he was. Yes, in real life, because Mystify is the town. He's in Connecticut, and this town was just next to him. He actually put the link up last night to the stream, the news story on the case. Yes, I think that would have been much better. Hello, Sue. Oh, hello. We've got heaps of new faces today. Welcome, Still Hurricane. I didn't even know. There's so many S's and T's and S's and T's in the chat. I didn't even know. I'm so sorry. Welcome. Thank you for pointing that out for me, Kel. Yes, we would love to have you click that subscribe button. It's free and it brings me that much closer. I'm like a bee's like genitals away from being monetized. And then we can really have some fun because I've got some good ideas. All right. So Brandon Motes, neighbour and I've got a feeling in my waters, in my bones. They've allowed 3 weeks for this trial, and I'm tipping we're going to hear a whole lot of bullshit. She's going to call every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has ever heard him yell at her or say bad things. Yay! Yes, so my plan is this is probably, I'll do this one live because we've waited 5 years for it. But my next one that I'm planning to do over Christmas, when things settle down, I'm going to do a presentation on Lindy Chamberlain and Azaria Chamberlain, because hence being an Aussie. And the 26th of October is actually, believe it or not, not the 26th, sorry, the 29th of October is the day that she was wrongfully convicted for Azaria. So I would really like to, I was only young when that happened, and it was huge over here, huge. So I thought that might be something really, really interesting. I know that the the footage isn't going to be, your 4K, but it'll be a trip back in down memory lane. Anyone know if the judge ruled on state's motion? Not yet. No, he hasn't. I think he'll probably do that as soon as jury selection's over and they start their court. That's what I said this morning. I think they'll open up the court. He'll make his ruling, and she's going to lose her shit. That was my prediction of how it was going to progress this morning, but we didn't get that far. All right. If you've got any suggestions for any trials that you would like to follow, or you'd like me to follow, there is so many out there. The choice is endless. I do have at least 6 others I've got set aside with all of the information ready to research and present. But I've just got to put them together. I've got all the details. She's going to, oh, yes. Yeah. She is. And that's going to be funny as. This is her, this is just the defense experts appointed. Oh, God. So we have a forensic consulting services crime scene forensic scientist. We have electronic experts. Why? It was a suitcase. Maybe the text messages. Oh. Julie Harper, forensic psychologist. Edward Willie, forensic pathologist. Private investigator. Prison break investigations. Charles Heller, a domestic violence psychologist. Michael Brannan, why have I heard that name? He's testified in something else that we've watched together, I'm sure, clinical psychologist. And Michael Birkland, crime scene reconstructionist. Now, I heard she was going to call her husband, or her ex-husband, as part of this battered spouse defense. Kelly, I feel for Owens if that happens. There'll be nothing left for him to say. And of course, Sarah will grill him for that. Look, you saw what happened in the last motions hearing. If you listen to any other lawyer or attorney review that hearing, for her to actually take the stand was one of the worst things she could possibly do. But I guarantee you she would have demanded it. The ex-husband didn't seem to have a lot of nice things. No, he didn't. No. That interview was, I think it was the day that because she called him first, didn't she? And then she rang 911 because he's the one that told her to call 911. But I think she was going to call him as a witness because he's seen and heard a lot of the volatile situation that's going on in the house, obviously because they share a son. Yeah, he seemed a really, really nice guy and a really reasonable guy. She never hears anything. She's a narcissist. They're never wrong. They never hear anything bad about themselves. And absolutely, 100%, she should have taken that plea deal. 100%. She tried to sue him for money when she was in jail. Yeah, alimony, wasn't it? I really wouldn't want him to testify if I were her. Look, he didn't seem like he was a vindictive man. And as far as I'm concerned, I think he was pretty tolerant, putting up with the behaviour of her drinking, passing out, never. She was unreliable, picking up their son, being on time. And that's important when you have children, they need to keep their routines and they need to know that they are a priority and that their parent is in fact going to turn up and collect them from school, from a friend's house, from wherever it may be, even from the other party, the other parent. But yeah. So the negative stuff that he had to say about her would actually go in her favour for the battered spouse defence. That makes sense? Because it shows the pattern of behaviour of her drinking and why she was drinking and what was going on in the household. Plus, there is apparently quite a number of police reports, and I think they were both charged in one case. Yeah, Yeah. Does anyone know if anyone's done like a psychological profile on her at all? Like, has anyone on YouTube actually profiled her personality and assessed? Because she has to have something. She definitely narcissistic, but whether she's got personality disorders or what, I don't know. I think didn't her husband say something about her being potentially, was it bipolar or? I'm gonna have to go and watch that. I wonder if I can find it. Let me see. I created a playlist. That's what I create them for, so I can find them easy. Right. Full playlist. Right. I've got the body cam footage of her being interrogated after. I've got the police interrogation video. And I've got her taking the stand at the hearing last week. The motions hearing. Two weeks ago. Ooh, what's this one? Oh, it's a former defence attorney. All right, let's have a quick squiz of this one. At this stage. So this one is titled, Sarah Boone's former attorney demands to be paid for working with difficult client.
Attorney number 7, but I think that was actually attorney number 6 on the case. I've had the case the longest of the three of us that are appearing before the court now.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Hobson, you were court appointed to Ms. Boone at some point during her saga as well?
Yes, Your Honor. After Mr. Bankowitz withdrew, I was appointed.
All right. So we have all three of your bills, and I know JAC had indicated they had no objection to Ms. Cashman's bill, but I did not get a similar statement with regard to Mr. Bankowitz or Mr. Hobson, so I thought I needed to have a hearing with all three of you present. I am, Mr. Lake?
I was just saying, there is an objection here because essentially what we're at this point is this is compensation in excess of the flat fee because there's 3 attorneys involved. So there's no line item objections per se because these are all flat fee bills, but we're basically objecting on the basis that the total compensation here is going to exceed the flat fee to some extent.
I love the behaviour panel. Chase, yeah. Now he's hot. Chase Hughes. Has anyone been watching the burned husband murder trial with Melody Walker Ferris? I've been sleep streaming it. Oh. Ooh. So that. Oh, yeah. Sarah Boone, trial day 1 jury selection recap. Okay, let's see. Pause. Okay. Let's see what he has to say. I'll try and find that in a second, because I do like the behaviour panel. Okay. Now this guy is about jury selection.
We're going to go over some of the recaps of it in today's video.
How he got.
Hello, Sofa Squad, and welcome back to the sofa. Sofa back there behind me. I'm right here in front of it. Bo and Luke are in tow. It's been a bit of a stressful jury selection day for them, but they're hanging in there. It's just finished being feeding time and, you know, all that kind of stuff time. So we are hyper. We want to play, and so we'll just see how this recording goes. But we are going to put them down for a minute because they're ready to rumble. So we might hear their little patters on the floor. Now, what I want to do today is talk about the Sarah Boone trial. It's underway. We finally got to day one. Yeah, as you know, if you've been following this, it was delayed because of the storm and other things and whatnot. So this was not televised, although people were live tweeting and whatnot from it. So what I'm going to do is cover a couple of the people's tweets and just talk about that in that way.
I forget
what
about
we did is
Twitter.
we went live on my podcast channel and we kind of hung out, talked about the case, read some documents, looked at videos, read the tweets as they came out for about half the day. And I just want to go back over the main talking points that stuck out to me for this channel over here. So that being said, what I'll do is I'll put them up here. Who we're going to be mostly looking at is Kathy Rusin from Law and Crime. I highly encourage you to follow her. I'll put her stuff in the description down below. Now, the first thing that was like major to me, at least, is the tweet you're going to see here on the screen. And this is some questions for the potential jurors. So as you see here, has anyone seen any videos about a man in a suitcase? Has anyone commented on social media about any videos of a man in a suitcase? Has anyone seen a video of Miss Boone being interrogated by police? Has anyone commented on social media about Miss Boone being interrogated by police? Has anyone seen body-worn camera videos of Miss Boone speaking to police? Now, as you can see here, a general theme going on here, and this is, you know, exposure of this case to everybody and the stuff that's gone viral if you've been following this, right? Sarah's very concerned about this. You know, remember, she has tons of fans. This is a big thing to her. Now, as you'll see here as we get into it, yes, some jurors are like, oh, that woman right there, the suitcase lady, suitcase Sarah, yep, know her, right? But overall, I think they had good numbers come through. So to me, this is telling us a big concern of the defense. And again, if I was there, I would be concerned about it too, right? This is incredibly damning evidence. You don't want people to already have an opinion of this. Now let's go on and look at the next screenshot here. And these are just going to be like a little battery of tweets by Kathy throughout this. And I'm just going to read through them and kind of talk about them along the way. So the top of the page, it says 3 of the 50 potential jurors immediately recognize Sarah Boone. Now, you know, I've seen this in live chat. You know, part of her was like loving that attention, right? She's
I
like,
found
yes,
her
it's
live
me,
on Twitter.
even though this is like a double.
All right, you can watch her live. This is an hour ago on Twitter. She's put up a video. Kathy Rusin. Now, can I full page it? I forget that I've got Twitter. And that's where all the goss is. This is an hour ago. Why haven't I got sound? Right, full sound there. Yeah. Maybe you don't get sound on Twitter. I've never played a Twitter post on here. All right, maybe I read what she's got to say. Day 2 jury selection in the Sarah Boone is wearing a green shirt with a grey suit and has actual shoes, not jail slides. Likely get a jury by the end of today or tomorrow morning. See, that's why they only changed it a bloody hour ago. All right, so hashtag Sarah Boone. Does that take me to everything about Sarah? Oh, looky here, look at me learning IT stuff, hey? This is X, Twitter. Okay, so Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree red rum, accused of zipping her boyfriend a suitcase and leaving him there to unalive. Since her arrest in 2020, there have been 16 trial delays. Make that 17. This is 25 minutes ago, peeps. This is straight off the bat. Her attorney, her and her attorney were seen fist bumping as the final day of jury selection is underway. Another panel of 50 people will be brought in this morning. So that's 150, isn't it? Yeah. Yesterday, 100 potential jurors were brought into court and asked if they'd have conflicts with a 3-week trial. I don't know where they're getting 3 weeks from, unless they're just bringing in bullshit. And if they had any previous knowledge of the case, scene coverage, etc. Sarah Boone is asking for snacks? Are you kidding me? This is a documentary and movie in the making. Who wants snacks, more outfits, shoes, water, and how about we get you a suitcase and stuff you in it to shut you up? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think so. I think he is, yep. Oh, level of stupidity is unsurmountable. Look, she thinks she's so special. I'm going to blaze her on. All right, jury selection. 23 today out of, so yesterday they got 23 that qualified to move on, and a new panel of 50 will be brought in. Judge Koenig is looking for 50 qualified jurors before the final chosen panel. He's shooting high for 8 alternates. There you go. There you go. I figured. What did I say? You did not want to get stuck with not enough alternates. On a potential stinky note, Sarah Boone's attorney tells the judge she starts her day around 2 a.m. to be transported to court. She won't get back from the court each night until potentially 9 p.m. She's worried she won't have any opportunities to shower. Does that mean she's going to have cheesy taco for court? It's terrible. It's terrible. 2 a.m. to be transported to court. Are you for shiz? Went one too far, I think. Go back. Haven't worked this out yet either. Due process totally reminds me of the X Factor. All right, let's see what this Kathy has to say. More news. Acquiring trial, live streaming website and forum. Oh, that's handy. Oh, that's 2017, really? Media. All right, so there photos. Now, I don't want a 2017. So they're all over the place. So this one, oh no, that's just a different trial. Oh, that's the young thug trial. You'll be happy to know that Sarah Boone was able to shower last night. Well, there you go. I learnt something today. I learnt that Twitter or X can be useful with current. I should use it more because it's very, very current. Like people tweet stuff like that's happening right now. There you go. 3 of the 50 potential jurors immediately recognised Sarah. It's just been tweeted right now. The state's witness list is approximately 50 people long. They just read the names off to see if any jurors recognised their names. 15 of the first 50 potential jurors made it past the hardship round. The remaining 35 were stuck for cause on stipulation. Reasons for striking included full-time students, vacations already paid for, health reasons, and childcare. 2 of the 15 jurors raised their paddles, indicating they have seen the video of a man in a suitcase. Juror 35 raised his paddle at pretty much every question about seeing the suitcase video, interrogation, etc., and that they do not believe they could be a fair juror. A total of 3 of the 15 indicated that they could not be fair and impartial. "11 of the 50 made it through. They were given a number to call to find out what day they need to return. New panel of 50 potential jurors coming in after lunch. Judge sends potential jurors out for a break and tells them they can talk about, yeah. Now go back to today's ones. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello. Kitty cat. Okay. More today, please, Kathy. All right, so 23 out of the 100 qualified to move on yesterday. And he wants a pool of 50 to choose from with the 8 alternates for a total of 14 jurors. What? So she's only getting 6. Is that right? Can we all see that? I don't know how to zoom in on this. No. It says here 23 total. So this was done. This was posted 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today. 23 a total today out of 100 qualified to move on. A new panel of 50 will be brought in tomorrow morning. Judge Koenig is looking for 50 qualified jurors before the final chosen panel. He's shooting high for 8 alternates for a total of 14 jurors. He might settle for less than that. Opening statements won't happen before Wednesday. Sarah was very animated with her attorneys before she was escorted out. So that means she only has 6 if they've got 8 alternates, doesn't it? I wonder if I can copy that. Yes, I can. There we go. Posted. That. There we go. Woohoo! I have a post on my X account. Oh, Lordy. You can tell I don't use it much. There was a login to your account. There was a login to your account. There was a login to your account. That'd be me. Well, all right. I'm trying to remember the height difference between her and her teammate on that game show. Did you just see the post that I just read, Nita Wow? I think she was only getting 6 jurors with 8 alternates, and not the 12. From what Twitter says, and Twitter don't lie, does they? Who else has got some stuff on here about Ms. Boone? Sarah Boone, this wacko is exhausting. Publicly buzzed. Sarah gets real shoes today. Boone is wearing a green shirt and a grey suit. Yeah. I'm still in shock at the bare-faced cheek of Sarah Boone wanting different clothes every day and snacks, which rhymes with smacks. I know which one I would gladly give her, and it wouldn't be the first one. Totally narcissistic. Great show as always. Yeah, but I thought it was capital, like for murder. Doesn't that automatically become a capital case and 12, or is it just 12 for a DP? So it's taken them 150 people at least to get 6 people that don't know. Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree murder, accused of zipping her boyfriend in a suitcase and leaving him there. Since her arrest, yeah, we've heard all of the story 1,000 times. All right, so they're doing another 50 this morning after their 100 yesterday, and 23 of them went through. I'm less than 10. Oh, surviving the survivor. I have to follow them. I am. I'm less than 10 feet from Sarah Boone. She was talking the ear off James Owen. She's now been escorted to the restroom. Next 50 potential jurors about to enter. Wow. Sarah, did you get your shower last night? We wouldn't want her to be stinky. All right, well, there's not a great not a great deal else I can do with that, unfortunately. But I might, now that I remembered that we've got X, I can definitely keep an eye on it tomorrow, and I might be able to find some more funny stuff to go on with. And I will definitely have a look at the new trial that started. I think it's day 3 today on that. And if it's going to be a quick one, we might be able to zoom through it, perhaps. All right, cool. Okay, my lovelies. Well, thank you for all of the fantastic and lovely new faces I see in chat today. It is fantastic to have you here, and you are very, very welcome. If you would click that like button on the video and that little red subscribe button, that would be absolutely just phantasmagorical. Because I intend to reach monetization by the end of this trial. Okay, I'm going to work nights for 3 weeks. I'm sure we can find 80 people to click. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't. It actually just opens up more opportunities for content creators. That's it. Once you get monetized, it's not just about being monetized. Once you reach this criteria, then people, I can send you, like when the end of my stream, like if I say perhaps become ill halfway through a stream, and I know that someone else is streaming the same trial, I can say, okay, guys, I'm just going to direct you straight over to this person that I recommend watching, and you all go straight there to their channel and continue watching it without interruption. Things like that. So, yes, I know. I so look forward to my chat nights. I really, really look forward to seeing you all. It makes my night, night, day. So thank you very much again. Welcome to all the lovely new faces. And I will probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow, perhaps. Watch the notification button, because if they do get through jury selection tonight and they change it again, I will adjust it appropriately. Okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love to all. Stay safe. Let's hope that hurricane does not evolve any further and blows away at sea where it can do no damage. Okay. Stay safe. Make good choices. Tell your family you love them, particularly your mother. You only get one. And I shall bid you adieu.
Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule at the defense rests. Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule at the defense rests.